Hi there, John Florez again with a quickie, but it's an epiphany and it's a rather large one. Bobby Brooks, a friend of mine and my artist from the 80s, is a country singer, told me, I don't know, a couple, 3 months ago that my remasters were screechy at the high end and that the high end was way over accentuated. And I thought, okay, well, I can see where he's getting that, so I'll make him a group of our productions where I back that off. So then I'm in the car about a month ago with my best friend, Mary Wintermantle, who said, you know, John, there seems to be a lot of high end on your mixes. And these were not Bobby Brooks mixes. So I thought, isn't that interesting? It just doesn't sound that way to me. Okay, so here's the epiphany. Yes, in fact, my high end is boosted way too much. And the reason takes us all the way back into the 1960s. Okay, here you go. I was a new staff producer at RCA, and Rick Gerard was the producer in the office next to me. Now, Rick is perhaps the finest staff producer that I've ever seen. His range with artists, in terms of selection of artists and styles of music, was utterly incredible. He produced the Jefferson Airplane's Need Somebody to Love, White Rabbit. He produced Nilsson. He produced Feliciano. He discovered Michael McDonald. He worked with John Hartford and produced him. I believe he wrote Gentle on My Mind. Rick could produce anything. And Rick called me into his office one day and said, John, you're mixing really at loud levels down in the studio, and you listen at loud levels here in your office. He said, I think that you get much more accurate mixes if you will mix low and listen low. I have never done that in my entire life. Here we are 50-some years later. I have always listened very loud. Now, at the end of this clip, I'm going to give you a chance to try it yourself. I'm going to give you warning in between the three kinds of levels with high end, and you can turn the speakers up, you can turn them down, or you can set them to medium. And as long as you have good speakers or headphones, I think you're going to hear the difference, okay? So to summarize it, I'm going to show you just a brief bit of the Fifth Dimension's Harlem cut that I love so much. I'm going to show you the original back when it was mixed for CD. I'm going to show you the hyper mix that I did with the high end that sounds so good at loud level. And then I'm going to show you the brand new mix that was done at low level. Okay, now Rick was right, Mary Wintermantle was right, and Bobby Brooks was right. It required my changing the way I listen to music in order to finally make the proper adjustments. The bad news is I've got to go back and redo all these 100 to 200 tracks that I've done on the site and do them with the new levels, the lower levels, in order to get them to sound better on almost everybody's system, unless you're a maniac like me and you like to listen to everything really loud. So with that in mind, here's the example. I'm going to show it to you then I'll wrap things up and give you the experiment for you to try at the very end. Okay, here you go. Here's the comparison. And that's it for now. You would think that an old dog could learn new tricks, but it certainly took over 50-some years to learn it. And as always, thank you for watching, and you guys take care. Okay, bye-bye.